Hello my dear friends, you're on the Military Summary channel, and today we will discuss the situation in Ukraine on the 15th of April. And first, I want to start this video from the news that the Russian missile carrier Moscow sank. This ship sank yesterday. According to official Russian sources, they're saying that because of big storm, this ship sank somewhere here in this area on his way to the town named Sevastopol. Russian sources are saying that they managed to rescue the whole team, and the whole team of this ship is about 510 soldiers. And according to some sources, they're saying that they managed to rescue just 58 soldiers. So we can say that they managed to save only those guys who was on the top of the ship. And everybody who was on the bottom of the ship, they're sank with the ship as well. Also, according to these sources, they're saying that the commander of this ship, he refused to leave the ship, and he sank with the ship somewhere in the Black Sea. I will repeat that. Russian sources, they're saying that they were trying to transport this ship from the area where he was attacked to the Sevastopol. I did a small investigation. It's their version, and we need to respect their version. It's war. But of course, I did some investigation and I tried to find out another version which might be. One of the military experts told me that this rocket carrier was the most powerful ship in this area. It was a very powerful ship. This ship, there were a few modernization of this ship, and it was the head of this army in this area. This ship, his possibility to attack is about 1,000 kilometers. So for now, till today, nobody knows why this ship came so close to the beach of Odessa region here. Why? Who gave him an order to get here so close? So this military expert told me that in the sea there is one thing, like one situation, they call it like to show the flag. So it's something like to show to your enemy who is the boss in this area. So the procedure is like you're coming as much as closer to the beach on your ship, and the idea is just to give your enemy to see the ship from the beach. It's like it's called like to show the flag. And this operation, showing the flag operation from Russian side, as far as we see now, was very unsuccessful. Another version of the transporting and evacuation of this ship. Also, this military expert told me that these ships, rocket carriers like Moscow type, it's the only ships, not the only, but it's one of the type of ships in Russian fleet who can destroy the aircraft carriers. So you need to understand that you need a very powerful weapon to destroy the aircraft carriers, like U.S. aircraft carriers. They are very powerful. So imagine yourself what type of weapon these rocket carriers might have. In one of the version, I'm not saying that it's like official version or the version that's true. I'm just trying to analyze and to provide as much information as possible. That it wasn't even a rescue operation. It was like an operation to take this ship from the beach, from the area, from this area, to get this ship as far as possible and to sink it in the area where the depth of the sea is very big, because nobody knows what types of weapon this ship had, and nobody knows about the radiation, nobody knows about chemical weapon or so on. I'm not saying that's true, I'm just saying the versions that might be. Another very important thing about this area, about the Black Sea, about the power, Russians, they have a lot of ships there. As I told you, this rocket carrier was the most powerful one. And there is only one way how you can get to the Black Sea. and this is through the Turkey territory, through these straits. It's this Bosphorus Straits and these Dardanelles Straits. So there is an international law, we might say, it called like Monroe Convention. All the movements through these straits is under regulation. What does it mean? This convention says that all kind of trade ships under any kind of flags might cross these straits in any time. Peacetime or wartime, doesn't matter. Also, this convention says that warships can pass this area. It's like Turkey area. Warships can pass this area only if they inform the territory, the Turkey, in advance. So they're saying that they're planning to cross this area, and Turkey should allow them to the warship to cross this area. Only warships of those countries who has access to Black Sea can cross these straits. But in wartime, Turkey, and we know that Turkey has already closed this access. So from now till the end of the war, as far as I understand, Russians, they don't have any other possibility to enforce their fleet in this area. Now let's discuss about the Kherson region and about the policy, Russian policy in this area. First of all, Russians, they announced that these days, they restored the railway service in this area. So you see, like this black line is the railway, and they restore all the connection between Crimea, Kherson, and this area as well. We will move to the Mariupol, and then we will move to the north, and we will understand why I talk about this railway. Now we are moving to the Mariupol. Very interesting news are coming from Mariupol. As far as you see, this map has already updated, and you see that only the plant named Ilicha is not colored by Russians. But as far as I understand, this is a territory Ukrainians surrendered, like about 2,000 soldiers surrendered from this area, and I think that there are no more soldiers there, or there are some groups who didn't want to surrender because they have problems, because of some war crimes and so on, so they won't surrender. They will try to escape, or they will try to connect or move to the Azovstal. Russians, now they're cleaning this territory. They will do this very slow for many reasons, because this territory is totally mined. There are a lot of traps there, and it will take time to clean this territory of mines. Imagine yourself. Another very important news are coming from the Azovstal region plant. It's the region where the Azov battalion located. First of all, today there was an attempt from their side to break through and to escape from this area. But this attempt of breakthrough was failed, and they couldn't do this. But as far as I understand, during this breakthrough, the commander of 36th Brigade was captured. So the head of this brigade was captured. This news came through the old Russian publics, and so we are waiting for photos and videos of that. Why? Of course, we understand why these guys tried to break through. Their situation is critical. But another thing that I want to add, as far as you can see, all Ukrainian forces from this area now, they're moving to Azovstal. This is the only place where they can hide. And as I told in my previous videos, Russians, they brought here a very powerful mortar system with 240 millimeters bullets in this mortar system. So it's very heavy, and this system will ruin this Azovstal without any chance for the people there to survive. And today I got the news that also Russian brought here another very powerful system. They brought here the flamethrower systems. So you see that Russians, they are not planning to storm or attack this territory. It's a useless waste of time, of manpower, of resources, of course. So they decided to push all Ukrainian forces who didn't want to surrender, who don't want to surrender into this area, and then to ruin and burn this area with Ukrainian soldiers there. So it's obviously. Also see that there is no news from this area. This is the area where Ukrainian forces tried to rescue, to evacuate, and as far as you can see, we see that Russians took the only one place where Ukrainians could do evacuation, the port. There is no other way to do this in this area. They took this under their control and they're stopped. I think for now, I think that behind the scene there is negotiation, because I told you before that in this area, according to the sources I have, there are a lot of foreign mercenaries exactly in this area. So as far as I see, today there are some political negotiations between sides to evacuate these guys, these foreign mercenaries from this area. Now let's move to the north, to the Izum territory. According to the Ministry of Defense of Russian Federation, in this area they destroyed a group of foreign Polish mercenaries. There were around 30 soldiers, 30 Polish mercenaries. You see, according to this map, we see that these groups were destroyed in Izum region, where the heaviest clashes are. But as far as I understand, according to the information from the Ministry of Defense, they told not from Izum, not in the Izum territory, but around town named Izumskaya. It's not Izum, it's a small village with name Izumskaya, and this village located here, in this area. So right in the area of this small, we can say, boiler cauldron, maybe we will use this term in this area, small cauldron in this area. They were destroyed here, and as far as you remember, there are very heavy clashes here, and I will explain what is the value of this area. The main clashes were, we discussed this yesterday, in the town named Barava. And now let's take a look on the map, and you will see why is that. You know that Russians, they're using this territory to supply and support their group in Izum, and they're using these roads, and as far as you can see, they're coming from the north, from the Russia. So let's move to another map in this case. They're moving from the Russian Federation. You see, this is this town, and then they're crossing the river, moving to the south to a town named Barava, and then they again cross the river. And this territory, as far as understood from previous videos, or was the Grail territory, or it was the territory where there were clashes. And now Russians, they captured this territory totally, they cleaned this territory from Ukrainians, and now they have a total control over the road, over the supply road from Russia to town named Izum. You see this road, but it's just a highway road, it's not the of course, if you don't have any other option to use regular roads, it's very nice choice for support. But also you see that this black line is the railway road. And now you see that Russian, they have connection between Russia and almost Izum. So this is Izum, and this is town named Barava. So they have possibility to support and bring their forces as close as possible to the front line. This is it. There they can take all their cargo, all the equipment, and then move using this road. They are dropping their forces to town named Izum. Because this road leads to Kharkiv territory, and Izum doesn't have any connections with the big land using the railroad. But as soon as Russians took this town Barava, they increased the effectiveness of their supply and support in many times. Now I would like to discuss the situation in Belarus. First of all, I would like to tell you that according to the OSCE classification, you don't need to be the country who participate in war campaign to be considered as aggressor. According to their classification, if you provide your territory for attacks, and you know that Belarus, they didn't attack Ukrainians, but they provided their territory, maybe not provided, but their territory were used as a territory for attacks in Ukraine. That means that Belarus was considered as the aggressor in this campaign as well. But after a few weeks now, you see that there is no more attack from these territories. You see that last few weeks there is no territories, and according to the OSCE classification, starting from the 1st of April, Belarus is no longer considered as a part of the conflict and no longer considered as aggressor. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, subscribe my channel, and enjoy your weekend.